and the 2015 Sports Journalists Association Sportsman of the Year is Greg Rutherford.
Yeah, we love a bit of reaction to that, but you were pretty crook, weren't you, the night before? You weren't well at all.
Yeah, actually on the day of. It seems to be typical for me in Beijing in 2008. I'll cast back to then. I woke up morning of my Olympic final, first ever Olympics, with all the hopes and prayers that I was going to do well, and all of a sudden I had tonsillitis, a very serious chest infection and a kidney infection. Ended up going out in qualification. I woke up again, getting ready for the final for this World Championships, and something wasn't right. Saw the doc, prescribed paracetamol, that old gem, and I'm sort of going off of a bit of luck, I think, really. And fortunately, it all came together.
Got some good headlines as well, didn't you? And was it you that made the headline about yourself? Ginger One from Super Saturday does it again?
Yeah, I think it's been quite good. I mean, I'm very, very lucky. I compete in a time when we do have the likes of Jessica Ennis and Mo Farah. Two of the most iconic names, I think, in British athletics ever, and they will always be remembered. And I'm very lucky to be sandwiched in between them. Obviously, I have ginger hair, and that's what most people have always remembered me for. So the ginger one on Super Saturday is not a bad one to have, I think.
Do you feel you get the recognition from the media about your achievements? I think you self-deprecatingly said, I'm not too bad at this. Do you think people recognise how good you are?
Well, I think this shows it a little bit. It's genuinely a shock. When you see some of the sports people who were put on the list with me, I'm a huge sports fan, and I watch all these people, and I cheer them on, and always wish them well. And then to win an award over some of them is a bit strange for me to take. I always really struggle to ever put myself in the same sort of bracket as some of these people. So it's down to you guys, obviously reporting about it, putting out some good headlines. There's been the odd bad one about me, especially this year as well. So it is nice when good things are written. The long jump isn't the most popular event in the world, and not everybody does it, but it's down to you guys, obviously, to promote when people are doing well. So I'm very appreciative of all the good things that have been written about me, especially this year.
How proud are you to be a member of that elite club that holds the full set? Gunnell, Edwards, Linford, Christie won all four, or holding all four at the same time.
Yeah, very, very odd again. As I say, I've always struggled with accepting that I've achieved really good things, and whatever that is, I'm not too sure. And these are people that I grew up loving to watch. Linford Christie in '92, it was the first sporting memory I had. I watched him win with my dad and my older brother, and I cheered like absolute mad, not really knowing what was going on because I was quite young at the time. But that's my first sporting memory, and to have now achieved something in the same bracket as somebody like that, and the other names as well, is pretty incredible. And I'm pretty happy that my career's going.
I think you and Thomas was the last fellow to win this award, the last athlete back in '98, and the last long jumper. Do you know who that was?
I'm going to assume it's Lynn.
You're correct. Lynn Davis, 1964. So it's a rare club, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. And as I say, the sporting world, the athletics world have always been very good to me. I try and be as relatively outspoken as I can do. I love the sport. I'm very, very lucky to do what I do. I'm very lucky to have the ability and the talent to do what I do. So whenever I see a wrong, I always try and right it right and get people behind supporting other athletes and actually our sport that we have. So hopefully, with the likes of Dina there, we've got a pretty special bunch coming through, and I'm very, very excited to be sharing the team with them.
We heard Jess saying how she'd been inspired by her boy Reggie. You got a lad, Milo, isn't it? And
yeah.
Was that right? You looked at videos of him to sort of keep you sane and keep you going in Beijing.
Absolutely, yeah. It was very hard, and Jess obviously had exactly the same. When obviously you leave your family, and you guys have probably experienced it again for work, it's very, very tough. Milo's my first, and I love spending time with him. He's an incredible little boy, and we have a lot of fun. So then when I had to go overseas, it was very tough. So to keep me focused and to give me a really strong reason to go out there and perform well and win, watch little videos of him being a cheeky little monkey, and yeah, it really did help.
You doing much this weekend?
I'm not sure, actually.
Quiet weekend at home, or what?
It's never quiet, it seems, with me. No, it's going to be a very, very good fun weekend, I think. My first ever time going to Spotty. I've never actually been to the event either, so this is going to be a very new experience for me. So, yeah, I'm excited. See how the night goes.
Are you a boxing fan?
I was waiting for that.
I phrased it carefully. But
This goes on to something else that I feel quite strongly about, and as it has now been publicised.
You've got the forum, you go ahead.
It's been said, and it's been mentioned a couple of times tonight. I think as sports people at the top of our game, I think anybody in any walk of life, you need to make sure you're making the right decisions, not just for yourself, but for other people. And I think then when you step into the grounds of potentially causing danger and other things for other people, you've stepped too far. And I might have a relatively small voice and might not be the most famous, whatever else, but if I see a wrong, the ginger side of me, the fiery side comes out, and I want to set it right. And that's how I've always been. And I feel as if what's happened in the last few weeks has not been right for sport in general, and not been right for the youngsters who are out there aspiring to do well. Lead by example, that's how I've always seen it, and I try to do that as most do, and I'm privileged to share a room with some of you guys in here. I wish I could say the same for certain others.
don't change. Greg Rutherford, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Well done.